What'd you think about the Nick Diaz fight?
Well,
Because I thought it was I mean he's tough, but he's not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He don't care. It seems to me like he doesn't care
yeah. Well,
anymore.
he's the last time that he fought before that, which I remember, was Anderson Silva. I don't remember if that was for the belt or not, but prior to that was George St. Pierre was for the belt.
Right.
And so I guess it's a lot harder, especially at, what is he, like 38 now? I think he's my age, to get motivated for something if it's not for the title. But honestly, man, I think it was gone for too long and came back against Rob. Yeah, Robbie hasn't had a whole lot of wins recently, but he's still been active.
He's been fighting,
and he looked good. Robbie looked in good shape, But I've heard a lot of people talk about that. Nick's manager put it together without him knowing and threw it out there too quickly, and he only had 6 weeks to train. I don't know. And then also heard a rumor that there was going around that he got knocked out during training. And you know how that is. That can definitely set you back, especially if you're trying to cut weight and then you get knocked out. It's like, so I don't know, but I think it was one of those things where he. I don't think he looked bad as far as he was still giving it back to Robbie, but once it looked like he had a broken nose to me, and it looked like he knew he wasn't going to win that fight, and so. But I really hope it's not going to be his last one because I am a fan, and I really do. Even if he doesn't ever fight for the title again, who cares? But still, I would like to see somebody was talking about him and Cowboy Cerrone. I think that'd be a good fight because both
on their way,
both on their way out, and I think that'd be a good one for both of them. The only problem with that is I'm a fan of both of them, and I don't want either one to lose.
I love them both.
Yeah.
I don't know who would win the fight, but they should.
It'd be a good one.
They need to do that. They got a Diego Sanchez. There's a bunch of people that are still fighting they built themselves up to somewhat of a household name. And I mean, they should put them together. I wish someone put a fake card together. It was like Tony Ferguson and
I forgot about him. That'd be a good
Tony
one.
Ferguson and oh my God, it was somebody, but it was perfect. They were both on their way out.
Yeah.
In that division, I forgot who it was.
And the unfortunate thing about Tony is that the Khabib fight never happened.
That's gonna go down in history as like the biggest fight that should have happened.
And that's just really unfortunate. And it just seems like I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if he's taking too much damage. But it seems like he went from being right there fighting for the title to now it's just kind of like. But who knows what's going on with him? I mean, I know he's had a lot of injuries and stuff like that. So maybe if he takes some time off, he'll come back and have a couple good wins before he retires. I hope so because I do like him too. Anybody like that, I like the guys that have really good jiu-jitsu. Yeah. But that's not the only thing they do. Like the Diaz brothers. They can handle anybody on the ground, but they don't rely.
They love
on
to
that,
fight. They love to fight on their feet.
Exactly. Yeah.
I wish they would. I think that should be Connor's next fight. Is Nate?
Yeah.
That probably makes the most sense. I hope that's what they'll do. But
but I think Connor would have to do 170 because I don't think Nate wants to cut any more.
Did you hear about the? There was an Instagram post I saw. I don't know if it was legit. It was Ariel Hawani. The league they're making. He said it was like breaking news. There's it's like Dana White. No, he posted the picture of Dana White, but it was like a major MMA organizations are coming together to make a seasonal professional fighting like championship. Yeah, like a tournament bracket.
Like one championship and KSW people like that.
They'll feed their champions from their promotions.
Yeah, I like that. Back in the day, if you remember when Chuck Liddell was UFC champion, he went over to Pride.
Pride, yep.
And I'm just I'm a little bit surprised that Dana would do it, just because if the UFC champion loses, then because the UFC has always been looked at as being the pinnacle, and that's what happened with Chuck. Was Rampage? Is that who he fought over in Pride? Yep. Yeah. And Yeah, so but I think that'd be great. I really do. There's a lot of good talent over in one championship, especially the smaller weight classes. The upper weight classes, not so much. But their lower weight classes, they got some good. Mighty Mouse just lost to whatever their 135 champion is. I don't remember his name. But, and I mean, we all know how good
he's fucking good.
And KSW has some good guys. That's where Jan Blachowicz came from. He was the light heavyweight and I believe heavyweight champion over at KSW. Most of those guys are on, but whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I do think that'd be a good thing to do. Because unfortunately, it's kind of like if you don't get into the UFC, people kind of write you off a lot of times. But there's a lot of really good fighters out there that just for whatever reason aren't in the UFC.
That's right. It's probably. Because the UFC just went public with a SPAC with a bunch of other companies, and like they're entwined with it. But if they make it, they're probably doing it where they're gonna get the most cut of every
I would assume,
ticket, everything like that. And so even if their champions are losing or it's very competitive, which it probably would be for the most part, but. Yeah, I think they're gonna make their money. He wouldn't do it unless they're gonna make their money. But
I think the lower weight classes with some of the guys from One Championship or One FC, whatever they call it now. I know they changed the name or something, but and some of the lower weight classes, Eddie Alvarez, he got tore up when he went over there, and Stage Northcutt, he is what he is, I mean, but I wasn't too surprised when he got knocked out, but I think Bellator is kind of one of those where I think everybody pretty much agrees it's the second level. Down.
I would say
it's pretty much where UFC fighters go to retire or guys who aren't quite good enough. They
might want to make more money.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But they're not going to be a champion. Kind of like Rory McDonald.
Yeah.
That's although Gegard Mousasi.
He's good.
I think he could be in the
Michael Venom Page.
Oh, like him. He's good too. Ryan Bader. Bader. He's I think he was supposed to fight Jones at one point. It fell through. Then he was supposed to fight Cormier at one point, and that fell through. So he's kind of got tired of it. I don't think he left because he wasn't good enough. I just think he wasn't getting a title shot, so he left. And boy, he's had some good fights in Bellator. But Bellator, I think, is definitely one of those where I don't think the UFC champions would have much trouble with those guys, with a few exceptions. But the One Championship, I'll be honest, I haven't watched a whole lot of it until Demetrius Johnson went over there, and that's when I started watching a lot. And I was surprised. I was like, some of these, 135, 145, 55, those guys, some of them are good over there. They really are. And it's names you never heard of just because it's just in the Asian market and we just haven't heard of them, but good.
They are.